Unaona guys, baada ya maandamano ya 25th of June 2024, William Ruto aliamua kuengage with the youths, akaitanisha vijana State House, akaamua kuzungumza na vijana. And ukisikiza hiyo statement ya William Ruto bado inaendelea kumfunga up to now, because now William Ruto realized that the only thing anaweza fanya ni kumake sure anazungumza na vijana na kumake sure anawa pocket. Na hiyo wakati kuna Gen Zs waliingia upande wa State House wakaamua kuzungumza na William Ruto, na hiyo ndio kitu William Ruto alizungumza. First of all,
over the last 2 weeks I have kept sometimes late into the night thinking about the young people of our nation, because I am one person who did not get a job until I was elected as a member of parliament. And I know what it means not to have a job, not to have an income. I am willing to put my career on the line to see to it that, to the extent that I can, young people have an income. All these MPs, they are elected by us, the people of Kenya. And there is, you all admit, there is a lot of money spent in electing people. That's the real challenge that we have. So people are not elected largely on account of what it is that they will do. People are elected because they are well resourced, you know. And unfortunately, this is the product we end up with, you know. This is the product we end up with. So this is something we must interrogate together, because we get the leaders we elect, right? So these are the people. I did not elect all these members of parliament or the other people. Maybe the ones I have appointed, those ones I can take account, you know, and deal with. And we should, because even in my own eyes, it is not right. People, you know, flaunting money, you know, people using the space in pulpits to, you know, prosecute politics. And all that is fine. And that is why I'm very happy with this moment, that we are all of us going to face up to this reality and call ourselves to order and do that which we must do. And the conversation that was around here, I met some of the church leaders, I met even my own PG, and even them, they were saying, yes, let us abolish Harambes. Yes, let's do something about our situation. We must live within our means. Sons and daughters, let me tell you that I value what you do. I have heard what you have said. I have seen what you have done. And you have made recommendations. Some I will outright implement, on cutting down on government legacies and cutting down on offices that we can. I will deal with some of the issues that you have raised. You have given me some difficult choices. I will suggest to you how we can together go about the difficult choices that you have put on the table on some of the issues. But I want to promise you that in the engagement that we're going to have, God willing, in the next couple of days, I think we've agreed with some of your colleagues here that maybe Thursday, Friday, I will be thoroughly clear, and I want you to be equally clear on what you think on how to take our country forward. My request to you is that we have a country to keep. It's the only home we have. We must do whatever it is that we do within the parameters of the law, respecting one another, and talking to each other with respect so that we can move forward together as a country. I am looking forward to this engagement in the space that you will recommend. I'm told X is the space that you want us to engage. And I have committed that I will find myself into that space. I will ask one of you guys in that space to host us so that we can have this conversation as I do what I must do to get the country moving forward.
No, guys. And after that, William Ruto hakurectify ama hakutimiza mambo ambayo alikuwa anajaribu kuyazungumza. And that's why Gen wakaamua kufanya maandamano ya Sabasaba 2024. Unaona watu wangu, and baada ya hapo William Ruto decided also to address again the nation and addressing young Kenyans.
Today, Kenya experienced an unprecedented attack on its democracy, rule of law, and the integrity of its constitutional institutions. An otherwise legitimate expression of the fundamental rights and freedoms of assembly, demonstration, picketing, and petitioning of public authorities by a section of law-abiding citizens of the Republic of Kenya was infiltrated and hijacked by a group of organized criminals. Most regrettably, today's attack on Kenya's constitutional order has resulted in the loss of lives, also destruction of property and desecration of institutions and emblems of our sovereignty. Today's events mark a critical turning point on how we respond to grave threats to our national security. I assure the nation that the government has mobilized all resources at the nation's disposal to ensure that a situation of this nature will not recur again at whatever cost. I thank our security officers who were on duty today for applying themselves to the best of their abilities in the defense of Kenya and its people. Accordingly, I have directed all the organs of our national security to deploy measures to thwart any attempts by dangerous criminals to undermine the security and stability of our country. As the people of Kenya go to bed tonight, I give you my assurance that your security, that of your families and property remains my utmost priority. To the young people of Kenya, who I must thank for helping our country organize our democratic discourse around issues, I thank you and assure you that the conversation you have begun around pertinent issues of our nation will continue to inform our policy and governance decisions. As I promised on Sunday, this conversation will not be in vain. I will not only champion for the cause of issue-based, policy-oriented, and tribeless engagement on critical national issues, but also provide a framework for this conversation to be processed and its outcomes implemented. However, our national conversation on any subject matter must be conducted in a manner that respects and honors the foundational values upon which our nation is established. We have incurred as a nation today. It is possible that the criminals who rained terror on innocent people and attempted to challenge our law enforcement deployments are still determined to continue with their dangerous behavior. I assure the nation of the government's determination to fulfill its constitutional duty of protecting the people of Kenya against all forms of harm. I hereby put on notice the planners, financiers, orchestrators, and abettors of violence and anarchy that the security infrastructure established to protect our republic and its sovereignty will be deployed to secure the country and restore normalcy. It is not in order or even conceivable that criminals pretending to be peaceful protesters can rain terror against the people, their elected representatives, and the institutions established under our Constitution and expect to go scot-free. We must isolate crime from democratic expression and separate criminals from people exercising the freedom of expression and divergent opinion. I shall continue to lead a government that is fully committed to maintaining the integrity of our state, promoting the unity of our nation, and enhancing the peace and security of all citizens and their livelihoods. I am bound under sacred constitutional mandate to respect, uphold, and defend the Constitution of Kenya, which declares that all sovereign power belongs to the people, and that this power shall be exercised only in accordance with the Constitution. The government will therefore uphold its constitutional mandate to secure our nation and its development, and shall treat every threat to national security and the integrity of our state as an existential danger to our republic. Accordingly, I assure Kenyans that we shall provide a full, effective, and expeditious response to today's treasonous events. Thank you.
Unaona guys, and baada ya kuaddress hivyo hakuna changes, hakuna kitu ina happen, and that's why Kenyans wataendelea kuandamana until William Ruto exit hii government yake. I don't know your thoughts, uniambie tu kwenye comment section, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Siku njema, bye bye.